What is the worst way you've ruined an intimate moment? Guys, cheese is amazing. Pointing with fork at a triangular thing I just ate. That's butter. A friend of mine works in a lab testing blood for AIDS and working on treatments. He's super shy and awkward, and he went on a blind date, and the first thing he could think to say was, "So, do you like HIV?" Asks me the worst crime I'd commit if I'd get away with it. I said I'll steal a few million from a bank. They said they'd Dharma someone. We spent most of the date going shopping for clothes for another date she had later that week. He was nearly silent during the entire date and then started on a 15-minute rant about the ancient brothels of Pompeii, going into far too much detail about the goings-on in them than is appropriate discussion for a first date. She told me at dinner, this was last night, that she has an imaginary elephant that she charges her neighbours to see, and that aliens cause jet lag, and that I have the ghost of a fisherman following me around named Samuel. When I was 17, 18, we watched a movie together, and after, in the parking lot, he licked my eye. Licked my eye! Called a guy in middle school. Freaked out for ages. Went through an actual script. In my head, I was going to ask him about a movie we'd talked about a few weeks earlier, ask him to see it with me, he'd say yes, and voila! Happily ever after. Yeah, in reality, it went down like this. Hey, is, Kristen? Oh, hey, what's up? Nothing, you know. So, have you seen Fast and Furious yet? Hey, oh, yeah, just saw it last week with Rob. I had no idea what to say, because in my script he hadn't seen it. The silence was deafening. Not exaggerating, it's probably close to a minute. He actually asked, "Well?" I shouted, "I don't know." Changed his Facebook status to "in a relationship" just before we met up, and then acted confused when I asked him what that was about. Turns out he thought that by agreeing to a date, well, we're now an item. I only agreed to go out with you because I wanted to see if you were anything like my ex, but I'm really angry with him right now because he stopped speaking to me after his wife found out about us, and he promised he'd never do that to me, but I've been seeing a male therapist about it. We both admitted that we want to fuck each other, but because we don't, it's therapeutic. Oh, check please. Thanks, mate. Yeah. Date to TGI Fridays with my first boyfriend. He spent the whole hour and a half we were there trying to teach me how to play chess, and then getting seriously annoyed with me when I wanted to eat or just talk about anything other than chess. Wait, did he actually bring a chess set to the restaurant, or was he just trying to talk you through it? Oh no, he was just walking me through it on an invisible chessboard and kept mapping it out on the table with his fingers and saying, "Okay, so your pawn is here," points to random space on table, "and mine is there," points to equally arbitrary space on table, like, "God damn it, Luke, let a bitch eat a burger." We went back to her place and, well, you know, she thrusted a model of the cell in my hands and asked if I could name any of the parts. I got the, you got membrane, a nucleus, as a ribosomes, mitochondria, cytoplasm. At that point, she ripped it out of my hands. I guess I was supposed to not know them. How do you know about the mitochondria, eh? Who told you? Showed up for a blind date, meeting at a bar, walking, 12 people are sitting at the table with him. His disciples? Went to a Japanese steakhouse. Date heckled the chef and threw pieces of food at the next table. She pissed off the chef so much he doused her plate and set it on fire, then walked away. Plate was completely engulfed in flames. Yeah, it was the weirdest date ever.